Hello everybody, myself Dr. Arjyadhara Pradhan. So today I'm going to discuss about energy conservation. Energy conservation is a part of energy audit and management. Now let's know what is energy conservation. Energy conservation is the method and policy to save energy, to conserve energy. And it can be done in two ways, either efficiently using our electrical appliance, and by reducing our energy usage. So it is in two terms, energy conservation. Now, energy conservation is of various types. We can do it for short term energy conservation, for medium term energy conservation, and we can go for long term energy conservation. So there are different methods of conserving energy in our domestic life, in the offices, in industries. So we will learn little about energy conservation and its importance. What are the agencies involved in energy conservation, and what are the policies and process to conserve energy in offices, in home. So let us see. So, energy conservation we will be learning. Now, energy conservation is a effort, you can say. It's basically a process to reduce our energy consumptions or energy usages. And then we can say that we have to use efficient energy devices. So, energy conservation is the effort made to reduce the consumption of energy by using less of an energy service. And this can be achieved either by using energy more efficiently or reducing the amount of services used. So, another way we can define energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy, like turning off light when we leave the room, unplugging appliances when they are not in use, and walking instead of driving are all examples of energy conservation. Now the everything has certain objectives. So the main objective is gain more control over the energy bill. Now you conserving this energy or using less energy, what will be benefited? We will reduce our electricity bill, monthly electricity bill. So the first objective of energy conservation is we will gain more control over our energy bill, and then reduce the demand on the earth's natural resources. If we are using more and more electricity, then there is more and more demand for the using fossil fuels, because the major supply of energy is coming from the fossil fuels in form of thermal energy, and the basic raw material for thermal energy is coal, so which is a kind of fossil fuel. So more demand and more digging of earth will be taking place, so this can be reduced. Now we'll talk about the various advantages of energy conservation. So energy conservation are beneficial in a number of ways, like it reduces the need for energy services, increases environment quality. If we consume less energy, if we consume less electricity, definitely the environmental quality can be improved, like less pollution will be there, less uses of all kinds of appliances, like using AC, we are giving heat energy to outside. So this creates global warming again, so that can be reduced by using more vehicles, petrol, diesel, or we are burning all these fossil fuels, so that can be again reduced. Then it gives natural national security, in the sense that we need not purchase these petroleum products from outside countries, so a country can be self-sustained. Personal financial security, because our bills will be less and we have to pay less to the electrical companies, so our financial security can be maintained. Then higher savings, it also lowers energy cost by preventing future resource depletion, because if we uh, there is a the fossil fuels which will be dug from inside the earth's surface, it will cost lead to cost, so this can be prevented by using less energy. Now, what is the difference between energy conservation and energy efficiency? When we talk about conservation, it means we should go for a modification and change in our behavior towards utilizing electrical appliances. But when we talk about energy efficiency, it means that we have to use efficient electrical devices which will take less energy and give you more energy. That means input will be less and output will be more, like smart LEDs. Previously we are using fluorescent lamps or for lighting purpose, but now it has been switched to LEDs, light emitting diode, so that using less amount of power, that is 10 watt or 8 watt or 15 watt, we can get same amount of light as a 40-watt fluorescent tube, like that. So that is called energy efficient devices. Similarly, the star rating devices are also coming under under energy efficient devices. When it is a 1 star or 2 star, it will consume more energy. When we are using fridge or AC or washing machine with 5 star rating, that means we are consuming less energy, we are consuming less wattage. Now, energy conservation involves using less energy by adjusting your behavior and habits, cut shorting our energy usage, reducing our demand for energy, unnecessary putting the lights, unnecessary putting the charger on. So these are, we have to reduce our behavior. Similarly, energy efficiency on the other hand involves using technology that requires less energy to perform the same function. Same function, same amount of usage will be there, but in an efficient way. Energy saving light bulbs, as I was talking about LEDs, then large household appliances, smart thermostats, smart home hubs like Constellation Connect are all examples of technology that can be energy efficient. Now, there are various energy conservation methods. So, these are the methods mostly for domestic purpose where you use it in home purpose, like turn your refrigerator down. But it has a normal method. Nowadays, the refrigerators are automatic controlled, but previously, the refrigerators, there you have to, there is a knob where you have to control the switch. During summertime, you have to set your point. During winter, you have to set a separate point, and during rainy. So, the refrigerator account for as much as 13.7% of the total household energy use. To increase energy savings, set your refrigerator to 37 degree Fahrenheit and your freezer to 3 degree Fahrenheit. Now use energy efficient light bulbs instead of using CFL, or you can say normal fluorescent lamp, sodium vapor lamp. We can directly go over to LED bulbs so that it will be more efficient. To like it will give an efficiency of 25 to 35% increase in efficiency, and then the normal incandescent bulbs are also less efficient in comparison to LEDs. Then clean or replace air filters. Air filters are the part where the air goes and passes out, clean air moves. So if these air filters are blocked with dust and other particles, then properly air passes cannot take place, and again it will be a pressure to the electricity system. So the air conditioner and heaters are the biggest energy users in most homes, and these appliances have to work even harder with dirty filters. So if you keep on regularly cleaning your filters, air filters, mostly in AC, you will find you will get the cool air more easily than the filters, the dirty filters. Do full loads. So it's always a habit in household purposes. The washing machines and the dishwashers, they are not completely packed. Rather, at less conditions, these dishwashers are turned on or washing machine are turned on. So if you completely pack those and turn on the machine, it will consume same amount of energy as you do it for 2 3 clothes. So always go for do full loads. Air dry dishes and clothes. It has been a practice that we put dryers for our drying of our clothes. But during summer days, we can put our clothes outside so that unnecessary use of dryers can be prevented. Now, bake with glass or ceramic pans. You can set the oven's temperature 25 degree lower than indicated in the recipe when you do this. Then cook using right size burner. So for small amount of things or for less quantity, we can go for small size burners rather using a larger size burner. This will save your cylinder, you can say LPG gas. Now cut down on air leaks in your home. Check your windows and doors for cracks and gaps and seal them up with new weather stripping or caulk. Keep your house a little hotter in summer and a little cooler in the winter. Opt for wearing light. Now this is a clothing pattern. During winter we can go for wearing sweaters and jackets instead of using room heaters. And in summers we can use light clothes so that you'll feel lighter and cooler also. Now, what are phantom loads? We'll talk about phantom loads. So, phantom loads are the loads which are unseen loads, but slowly it keeps on taking the current. So, phantom loads are the electricity used by the electronics when they are turned off or in standby mode, and they are a major source of energy waste, you can say. In fact, it is estimated that 75% of the energy used to power household electronics is consumed when they are switched off condition. So, this is one of the area where energy saving can be done by using power strips. So we'll talk about power strips. So smart power strips are used to remove the problem of phantom loading by shutting off the power to electronics when they are not in use. Now these smart power strips can be set to turn off at an assigned time during a period of inactivity through remote switches or based on the status of a master device. So by doing this, even if your mobile phone or your laptop is in stand mode condition, you will not be getting that slow current. Rather, you can say slowly you are consuming conserving energy. Now we'll see a solar passive building design. Now in this building design, there is no use of electrical active devices like heaters or air conditioner, but by natural means, the building is designed such a way that in winter it remains warmer and in summer it remains cooler. So in the passive solar building design, windows, walls, and floors are made to collect, store, and distribute solar energy in the form of heat in the winter and reject solar heat in the summer. So this is called passive solar design or climatic design because it is not using any kind of electrical active systems like your AC or you can say heaters. So it doesn't involve any mechanical or electrical devices. Now the key to designing a passive solar building is to take advantage of the local climate. Elements to be considered during the window replacement and glazing type like your thermal insulation, thermal mass, shading. So in this figure we can easily see that this is the wall. The window is made up of a transparent glass plane. So during the winter months, when the sun falls slantingly on the glass plane, it enters inside the glass plane and heats the room inside it. Now, by the process of natural conduction, convection, and radiation, the warm air circulates the room. Even the thermal mass, the room, the flooring is made up of a thermal mass to absorb that heat energy, as a result of which, naturally, the room remains warmer during winter months. Even in summer months, also shading is also preferred to heat the to keep the room in cooler condition. Now, energy conservation in workplace. So there are different energy conservation in workplace methods, like we should not leave the room with the fans and lights on, and at nights or weekends, one of your company's downtime, unplug the computers, encourage colleagues to use stairs. So these are some of the energy conservation methods in workplace. Then the various organizations involved in energy conservation includes Petroleum Conservation Resource Association, Bureau of Energy Efficiency B, and then protection and conservation of natural resource. It is done by the community natural resource management. So this is a small glimpse shot about energy conservation. So thank you.